Good luck.
Hi, welcome here. Like our friends from the other USCKI Incognito, we also are interested in the dark web, but we took a totally different approach to addressing problems in this space. So find me in real life. We're going to link the user profiles from the real world, eBay APIs, for example, or Reddit data that we can just find on open web, and link them to dark web datasets to find the real people behind the sellers on Silk Road, for example. So our problem, which we think is the main problem with the dark web, is that criminals can be untraceable because of their identity concealing abilities of the Tor network. So that's what we think is the problem. So to solve this problem, we made a dashboard, which is this visualizations of the current dark web infrastructure or network of connections between vendors, and also can give us alerts about upcoming new vendors that suddenly appear. So we did this by mining the forum data from the Black Market Reloaded to form connections between vendors that interact with each other. So to build such a dashboard, you need a good network behind it. So we really want to map the dark web. So to make a good mapping of the dark web, we started off by the dark web data, the Silk Road, the BMR, Black Market Reloaded, and the Nucleus data. We combined them to find the dark web users which we know. So next on, we did online profiling of these darknet usernames by scraping different websites, just doing a lot of requests to the entire internet to find Reddit accounts or GitHub accounts, eBay accounts that are for the same usernames. We're not entirely sure that these are actually the same users, but we'll come to that later. So this is an example of the dark web dealers that have an account on eBay, or at least that's our assumption for now. And we've mapped them to their the people who have given them feedback or to which they have given feedback. So with this data, we can form a network around each potential darknet vendor, and we've mapped these around these vendors. And then we found correlations between users that had contact with multiple darknet dealers on eBay. So everything, there's green dots and red dots. It's not really visible, I see, right here, but every green dot is a darknet vendor, and every red dot is a normal eBay user. And these are all connections where there's just one eBay user between two darknet dealers. So we think this is really interesting data. So yeah, go on. So then the problem is, are these actually the same people? Are the people from the darknet with the same user account the same as the eBay vendors? So to do this, we want to mine the data from the different advertisements that they make or forum announcements to find a sort of fingerprint of the author of everything. So for example, this user makes a lot of spelling mistakes because for some reason this is just the way he types. He also uses repetitive interpunction, which is also like his style mark. Another thing is that he uses all caps, even in using all caps to say people shouldn't use all caps, which is a bit ironic. And we've also looked at the length of the average length of the word and the length of the sentences. So there are a lot of things we can extract from these features to really get these authors. And we can use this to train a machine learning algorithm to, for example, a sport vector machine to identify these authors, verify that the authors from the black market websites are actually the same as on eBay, and also combine these nodes to, for example, if you have a vendor with multiple usernames, combine them to be the same person if you know they have the same style. So yeah, we can use these and other lexical features and more training data to really get a good mapping of the entire dark web, but also especially the open top level above it. The internet we all see every day, Reddit, eBay, such stuff. Just open links to dark net. So with this, we think we can really help the police track the actual darknet vendors using their errors, their user mistakes.
Yeah. Good.
I have a question regarding that unique fingerprint, as you might call it. How unique is that actually for people?
Well, for now, what we found in the data was that it was really hard to get these unique fingerprints. Because you need a lot of data, a lot of forum posts to actually make these connections. But we've had some good results with being able to correctly classify the right user using a set of 500 different users that we had. So, yeah, probably important.
And was that the only way you could make it unique? I mean,
well,
are there any other identities?
Well, there are other things like just scraping Reddit, for example. When we started investigating the dark web, we learned a lot about the dark web. Like there just being Reddit forums that discuss it, and also they just mention other users that are the same user. For example, we found that there's a Pelican vendor, Pelican sister, Pelican brother. All these usernames are actually just a group or a person calling themselves Pelican. So we can also just use intelligence from regular sources, and we could combine this in the same dashboard to also combine that. So our approach is to find a lot of different inputs, combine them to a single large network of the dark web, which is both big because we mine it when we scrape eBay, for example, and then we use the other techniques to make it smaller and more effective and higher.
Audience? Yeah,